Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching again. This video today is about some uh, truths or facts on the research that I'm going to share to you. So the first part are the 10 important or primary facts or truths about research. Number one, the development of the society from its simple to complex state will reveal the many and varied problems faced by humankind. Number two, to acquire knowledge and to continuously evaluate its accuracy and usefulness requires a well planned and systematic procedure on which research has been devised to meet this need. Number three, the process of inquiry begins with gathering information and data through applying the various human senses. Number four, discoveries and development resulting from research have improved life expectancy and health condition of humankind. Number five, research do need to investigate and bring out truth. Number six, teach me how to fish and I will eat for a lifetime refers to students need to learn application skills. Number seven, norms promote the aims of research such as knowledge, truth, and evidence of error. Number eight, to come up with a good research design is needed. Number nine, a review of related literature is a process of reading, collecting, and selecting books, journals, encyclopedias, magazines, and newspapers in order to be included among the facts and principles that are related to the study. And number 10, research is of great value to man. Now, in the second part, the facts or truth here about research are is going to are going to be presented in a way of a multiple choice test. So I will provide the choices, and you may pause the video so that you can answer in your thought, and after that you can play again so you can hear the answer. So number one, this type of qualitative research describes experiences as they are lived. A. Ethnography. B. Phenomenology. C. Historical. D. Case study. The answer is letter B. Phenomenology. Number two, an abstract form or idea often conveyed on a single word which serve as a springboard or building block of a theory. Letter A, theory. B, concept. C, framework. D, paradigm. The answer is letter B, concept. Number three, a method of acquiring knowledge based on the scientific method of inquiry to enrich the system of objective knowledge in the fields of natural and social sciences. Letter A, discipline. Letter B, research. C, theory. D, model. The answer is letter B, research. Number four, The first step in the research process begins with generating research ideas for research problems and synthesis. Letter A, formulating research design and methodology. Letter B, establishing research problem and synthesis. Letter C, collecting data. Letter D, drawing conclusion and recommendations. The answer is letter B, establishing research problem and synthesis. Number 5. One important goal in conducting research is to, letter A, advance the personal and professional qualification of a practitioner. Letter B, produce evidence-based practice. Letter C, focus a direction of the research. Letter D, describe characteristics of a population. The answer is letter B, produce evidence-based practice. Number 6. The first step in research is identifying a topic. Conceptualizing a research topic would include A, title of research, B, finding focus, C, where to start, D, discuss with fellow researchers. The answer is letter B, finding focus. Number 7. One important basic question asked about the research title. Letter A, do they meet basic questions asked? B, does the title describe what the study is all about? C, what are the factors that affect the skills of teachers? D, think of a topic in research which can be made and used as the title of the study. The answer is letter B. Does the title describe what the study is all about? Number 8. An introduction answers questions about the problem. One of these is A, what is the methodology? B, what is a problem? C, what are the conclusions? D, what are the recommendations? Number 9. The purpose of a background study is to A, report observation or research results. B, help you to prove the relevance of your research question and to further develop the thesis. Letter C, go to the library to gather data. Letter D, complete the research. The answer is letter B, help you to prove the relevance of your research question and to further develop the thesis. Number 10. There are several sources of research. These are published writings and reports that critique or report on a primary source and can be found in periodicals and reference books. Letter A, primary sources. Letter B, secondary sources. Letter C, tertiary sources. Letter D, non-documentary sources. The answer is letter B, secondary sources. Number 11. Organized related literature and studies to inform the reader of what is, letter A, researchable area. Letter B, a known and conflicting area. Letter C, a research area of interest. Letter D, a broad area of research. Number 12. Written documents such as books, periodicals, magazines, journals, newspapers, and legal citation composed A. Primary sources, B. Related literature, C. Secondary sources, D. Related studies. The answer is letter B. Related literature. Number 13. A written or visual presentation that explains either graphically or in narrative form the main things to be studied, the key factors, concepts or variables, and the assumed relationship among them. A. Independent variable, B. Conceptual framework, C. Theoretical framework, D. Dependent variable. The answer is letter C. Theoretical framework. Number 14. In writing the front matter of thesis, the blank carries the names and signature of advisors and panel or examiners. Letter A. Title page. Letter B. Acknowledgement. Letter C. Copyright page. Letter D. Approval sheet. The answer is letter D. Approval sheet. Number 15. This qualitative approach describes individual experiences. Letter A. Phenomenology. Letter B. Ethnography. Letter C. Case study. Letter D. Grounded theory. The answer is letter C. Case study. Number 16. This qualitative approach provides comprehensive description of the culture of group of people in a study. Letter A. Case study. Letter B. Ethnography. Letter C. Grounded theory. Letter D. Phenomenology. The answer is letter B. Ethnography. Number 17. In the preliminaries, which elements provides the list of all the contents of front matter, body, and back matter? Letter A. Acknowledgement. B. Table of contents. Letter C. Abstract. Letter D. Copyright page. The answer is letter B. Table of contents. Number 18. Previous studies that involve similar variables, including theses, dissertations, scholarly written papers, and studies, published and unpublished, composed A. Primary sources, B. Related studies, C. Related literature, D. Secondary sources. The answer is letter B. Related studies. Number 19. It is a scientific critical inquiry of the whole truth of past events using the critical method in the understanding and interpretation of facts which are applicable to current issues and problems. Letter A. Research. Letter B. Historical research. Letter C. Research design. Letter D. Descriptive research. The answer is letter B. Historical research. Number 20. The following statements are true about literature review, except letter A. It is a great way to help researchers come up with enriching research idea. Letter B. It demonstrates researchers' awareness on important and recent studies. Letter C. It indicates that research idea is based on a good understanding of previous research in the area. Letter D, none of them. The answer is letter D, none of them. Number 21. It is used to determine the genuineness of a historical document. A. External criticism. B. Epigraphy. C. Internal criticism. D. Sources. The answer is letter A. External criticism. Number 22. It is a process of determining the true meaning and value of statements contained in a document. Letter A. Primary source. B. Secondary source. C. External criticism. D. Internal criticism. The answer is letter D. Internal criticism. Number 23. These statements are true about historical research, except A. Historical information serves as preliminary to reform. Or B. People become more open to change if they are well informed about the past, especially about tragic events. C. People are motivated to respect the contributions of the people of the past to the present state of things, especially those of heroes. Letter D. It contributes much on the formulation of principles and generalizations in behavioral sciences. The answer is letter D. It contributes much on the formulation of principles and generalizations in behavioral sciences. Number 24. These statements are true about case study except letter A. Case study may involve and usually involves one person, family, small group, or small community. B. Usually all aspects of variables in the life cycle of the case under study are included. Letter C. Representativeness is important and is given emphasis. Letter D. Finding the causes of certain phenomena is always a part of the case study. The answer is letter C. Representativeness is important and is given emphasis. Number 25. The following are the reasons of making related literature except letter A. To avoid duplicating or doing the same study that was already done before. Letter B. Provides the researcher information about the aspects of the problem which have not been investigated. Letter C. Provides the researcher insight on the weakness and problems of previous studies. Letter D. It corrects perceptions as well as expand them. The answer is letter D. It corrects perceptions as well as expand them. Number 26. Which one is not a strength of qualitative research? Letter A. Offers the best answers to certain phenomena, social, economic, political, or even psychological. B. Is tedious and time consuming. Letter C. Offers several avenues to understand phenomena, human behavior, and condition. Letter D. Can build on or develop theories. The answer is letter B. Is tedious and time consuming. Number 27. Which is a weakness or of qualitative research? Letter A. Even underlying meanings surface in a qualitative research. Letter B. Consistent themes, categories, relationship are crystallized during the data gathering process. Letter C. Research results are exhaustive. Letter D. The researcher being the main instrument of data collection, subjectivity on the part of the researcher can happen during the research process. The answer is letter D. The researcher being the main instrument of data collection, subjectivity on the part of the researcher can happen during the research process. Number 28. Research is important in providing a solid foundation for the letter A. Discovery and creation of knowledge, theory building. B. Advancements and improvements in the various aspects of life. C. Promotion and tenure of individuals. D. All of them. The answer is letter D. All of them. 29. These are the significance of research are as follows, except A. To gather necessary information. B. To improve standards of living. C. To explore our history. D. All of them. The answer is letter D. All of them. Number 30. Research benefits, therefore, can be seen and felt in the following fields, except A. Economic research refers to matter concerning the environment and which may lead. Letter B. Cultural research leads to increased understanding of cultural values or social approaches. Letter C. Health research contributes to a better understanding of the causes of medical condition. D. This stage should reveal the essence of each theme or sub-themes and how they relate to the overall essence of data. The answer is letter D. This stage should reveal the essence of each theme or sub-themes and how they relate to the overall essence of data. Number 31. It is an original repository of historical information, such as an official record of important event, pictures, accounts by eye or ear witnesses, relics, and minutes of meetings. A. Internal criticism. B. Primary source. C. Secondary source. D. External criticism. The answer is letter B. Primary source. 32. This refers to the information supplied by a person who was not a direct observer of an event. A. Internal criticism. B. Primary source. C. Secondary source. D. External criticism. The answer is letter C. Secondary source. Number 33. This approach involves studying a particular group in the natural setting or habitat. A. Ethnography. B. Grounded theory. C. Phenomenology. D. Historical approach. The answer is letter A. Ethnography. 34. It is commonly used to elicit different ideas, opinions, or beliefs from the respondents when a unified theoretical explanation is needed about an event, an action, or a process that fits the situation. A. Phenomenology. B. Historical approach. C. Case study. D. Grounded theory. The answer is letter D. Grounded theory. 35. A study that deals with findings out reason why it is difficult for some people to withdraw from their vices is an example of A. Phenomenology. B. Historical approach. C. Case study. D. Grounded theory. The answer is letter C. case study. 36. When the general context of students' experience about grief, bullying, and discrimination is desired, blank approach may be appropriate. A. Phenomenology. B. Historical approach. C. Case study. D. Grounded theory. The answer is letter A. Phenomenology. 37. This will be applied when a researcher may examine in detail some cases to see how the themes show relationship in a particular case. A. Case study. B. Narrative analysis. C. Content analysis. D. None of them. The answer is letter B. Narrative analysis. 38. This can be utilized in any context in which the researcher wants to have a way of systematizing and quantifying data. A. Case study. B. Narrative analysis. C. Content analysis. D. Thematic analysis. The answer is letter C. Content analysis. 39. A study on the life of indigenous people in a particular locality is an example of A. Grounded theory. B. Ethnography. C. Phenomenology. D. Historical holistic approach. The answer is letter B. Ethnography. Last number 40. It is an inquiry process of understanding a social or human problem based on building a complex, holistic picture formed with words, reporting detailed views of information, and conducted in a natural setting. A. Historical approach. B. Narrative analysis. C. Content analysis. D. Qualitative research. The answer is letter D. Qualitative research. That's all for today's video, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so that you can be updated for more videos. And as always, God bless and keep safe.